So happy for Bol Bol. It's like it's rough because we don't have much to cheer about except for him. But the feeling, like, just imagine, if you will, the Suns are doing great. The Suns are on, like, already at like 40 wins, um, and or couple more than that. Let's say the Suns are in like the third seed or something like that, and Bol Bol is playing. Let's say the Suns are just in the hunt. Let's just say the Suns have a realistic chance of getting into the play-in. If Bol Bol's playing like this, and you can make the play-in potentially, how excited, how ecstatic are we for Bol Bol? I know we're all excited for him now, but I just feel like it's a little bit nerfed, if that makes sense. Euphoria says they complement each other with nice big lineup that blocks rebounds and can hit the bucket. Yeah. Bol's a 3-level scorer who can hit middies and threes, while Nick Richards does the dirty work that Bol isn't built to do. They can both help each other. And the fact that they like to pass to each other and, have some chemistry, that's pretty interesting. Now, you know, how long does that last? How long until Bud kills that for Plumlee? Like, I'm certain Plumlee's got to be coming in now. There's 7 and Plumlee's got to be coming in any second now, and all of that'll be done for the rest of the game because Plum's going to need his minutes. Big Bad Brad says, I'm scared because once teams actually game plan for him, it might be spooky. Game plan for Bol? That's the beauty of being on this roster. They're never gonna game plan for Bol. Think about at the beginning of this season, what did we hear about Bol Bol? Who was interested in Bol Bol? The San Antonio Spurs. Remember, there was talks about pairing him with Wemby. So do you think a team, let's stay with the Spurs. Do you think the Spurs, who were at one point intrigued by Bol, are now less intrigued or more intrigued? Probably more intrigued. The other question, do you think that only the Spurs are going to be interested in him now, or do you think Bol Bol might have piqued other teams' interest as well? I think there's got to be at least one other team now, other than the Spurs, who recognize what Bol could be and would be interested in giving him a little bit of little bag of that thing. You know? So hopefully we can get him back at a modest price. I'm not saying he's going to get a max anywhere or anything like that, but someone's going to offer him more than a vet minimum. He's been on a vet minimum, I think, for the last 2, maybe 3 years. He's going to earn something more than a min. Will we have the money for that? If we're planning on doing what we think we're planning on doing, we're going to have the money for it. Was it Book, Mona? Do him and Book have a special sort of connection? I didn't know it was specifically Book. I thought it was maybe Durant and Book, or just, I don't know. World Peace says Bol Bol's only 25, bro. And for big men, a lot of times it takes big men longer to develop. Sometimes they never do. But he could be that big. He could be that type of big. He always seemed a little aloof. Look up aloof in the dictionary there, Metro. And so maybe he's just a little immature for his age, but he has kind of seemed that way. Kind of just like a jovial, happy-go-lucky kid all the time. Maybe he's just a late bloomer.
What a great
Sundo! But can we actually hear you, Sundo?
I don't know. Can you?
Yes, sir.
Barely, though. I'm in this venue's bathroom. It's great. Great.
A bathroom, Sundo.
So you're telling me the time that I'm missing, we're up 40 to 8?
No Zion, no CJ McCollum. Don't even trip.
I should just never show up to.
No. We should play the Pelicans without Zion and without McCollum. That's what it is.
All right. That's funny.
All right, so keep the camera on.
I'm not going to keep the camera on the whole time. We're not playing yet. But come on, bro. Tell me I look good. Where's Burner?
The salmon shirt. No Burner. He's front running tonight. No Diego. Oh, Diego's here. Diego's excited. Louis Davis is excited.
You hear the music in the background?
Oh, yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty
By
loud.
the way, your boy Gillespie's popping off. Running the offense the way we always hoped he could.
Oh, good. I enjoy that.
No tie yet. We're safe from that.
All right. I got about a few minutes before we play, so you'll see me pop in here randomly again.
Just leave the camera on and do like a GoPro thing where you walk around and this is like the Truman Show. You can even mute it, and we'll just see what you're seeing. What is behind you? Something green because your green screen's popping up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just turned it off.
Turn the green screen back on.
It's so funny. Somebody get a pic of that, please. We want a live concert.
Let me put the toilet seat down before I drop my phone in this toilet.
Oh, shit. Game's back.
That's pretty funny.
Next game, Sunday. Sunday will be March 2nd. One day before me birth date. And we're going to get refreshed with Membies, free Membies to give out. So Sunday, definitely be here for the free membership, draft. Love Yourself says, Gabe, look up Quentin Post. You may want him. He's a 7-footer. I know you're talking about with the Warriors, right? Is he still with the Warriors? That's exactly the type of player that I would hope would be good. That I would fall in love with early, prematurely. Yeah, me and Sundo want him. Love a developmental big. I got a developmental big that you guys might not remember. Phoenix Sun. Played in the summer league for us, but never really got minutes. What was his name? If you got anybody remember this, white boy, 7-foot+ shooter. His first name was Alec, and I feel like we had him when we had Alex Len. It was Alec something. Smaller school. Came out of a smaller college. I want to say like something obscure. That's who, I think of when I think of 7-foot bigs that can shoot, and you hope they can develop into other things, but not Alec Caruso. It was Alec something. I feel like his last name was short too. Because I can have you DM me, or I can DM you, or maybe we could DM Elon. get him involved. Nicholas says, how are the Suns going to re-sign Bol Bol? Bol Bol signed a veteran minimum contract. We were talking about that earlier. It's going to be tough. I mean, maybe not tough, because here's how they do it. By giving up Durant, by trading Durant for better contracts and younger players, and which I don't want to do. I'm just saying that's likely what they're going to do. So once they've done that, we'll be out of the second apron, and we'll be able to have flexibility. And then you have to decide, do we want to do that? Do we really want to do that? Which I hope they say yes. You know? Knight 23 says, somebody wake me up. I must be dreaming. The Suns are actually playing team ball. They are. You know, just when you, first of all, this is the Pelicans with no Zion and no McCollum. So we need to keep that in mind. It would be a different game. But, what up, Chris Hall? But this team isn't above losing to a team like the Pelicans with no stars. Like, let's be honest. Like, so it is interesting that they came out today right off the jump playing good basketball. I didn't think they had it in them. On the second night of a back-to-back after a brutal loss, I didn't really think they had it in them. JV Top Flight says, why they look so much better on offense? You know, shots are going down, but not for Book and Durant, you know. I mean, I guess Durant's 4 for 6. He hasn't even taken a 3 yet. But the role players are doing work. You know who's doing work? Nick Richards. He's getting cooked a little bit by Messi. Messi's a problem. You know, keep your eyes on him in the future. How much better could he be? AR or Big Bat, if you have Discord, you could just DM me on Discord if that's easier. And my name on Discord, I'll type it in here. I believe that's it. Vaughn0303. JV Top Flight says Richards got cooked last night by Zion. I don't know if he was really guarding Zion, but yeah, Zion was just bullying in the paint. Bro was a straight wrecking ball like usual, getting his rebounds and his putbacks, and there ain't nothing you can do about it, because not only is he bigger and stronger than you, he's got basically perfect touch around the rim for some damn reason. Dude cannot miss around the rim. Pre-Rush says Boris Diaw was a savior when we lost Joe Johnson. Man, that's one Suns player. That's one mid-Suns player that I hated. And I love all Suns players. There's just something about Boris Diaw's game. I could not stand his game. And then bitch had to go be a Spur, so F him double. Yes, I did hear about Bud telling Book to be less vocal. I was trying to keep an open mind about it and not, like, I want to pile on and talk shit about Bud. You guys saw, I made a video 2 weeks ago titled Mike Budenholzer is a basketball terrorist, okay? Who else is standing on business about firing Bud like me that early? Not many. So I want to hate on him. I want to be like, oh, but I just feel like there's two sides to every story. If you've ever had friends that are in a relationship together and you listen to one of them and then you listen to the other and you're like, wow, like they really only see it their way. I bet you Bud has a way. I bet you Bud's thing is probably something a little bit more friendly than, hey, don't lead this team, don't be a leader. I don't think he's saying that. I think he's probably saying, hey, man, when I'm talking in the huddle, I need you to, like, allow me to talk. I'm the coach. I need to be able to get my message through, and you're stepping on my toes. I think it's somewhere in between that, in between one or the other. What do you guys think? Thanks, Leland. Big shoes. Ethan says, Gabe, what do you think about Embiid? So I'm out on Embiid. I used to really like him. I was even stupid enough to think he was better than Joker for a small period of time. I think he's so annoying. I wouldn't want him in this franchise. His on play is annoying. I hate watching him flop. Like, you think Alvarado's flopping? Embiid's possibly the worst flopper in the league. And the fact that he's 500 pounds and 8 feet tall makes it that much more annoying. You think Bradley Beal is injury prone? You don't even know the meaning of the word until you've been following Joel Embiid. If it costs you anything, like if you could get him on a medium-sized deal, I would do it. But I ain't paying no maximum contract to the biggest flopper that never plays. He plays less than Bradley Beal, guys. And if you lay a finger on him, he flies to the ground like LeBron times 2. Well, Chris, like, the thing is, like, I think you guys can see me and Sundo together as well have been making a lot less Suns videos. There's just not a lot to talk about. We all know what it is, and we all know it sucks, right? So if you can squeeze a story out about the Suns that's actually going to, get attention, you're going to do it. And I feel like it was a great, like, the mood is turning on Bud. And the story that Chris Haynes reported on goes along with that, so that's just going to add fuel to the fire. And it's juicy. It's something to talk about. It's something to tweet about. Hell, I tweeted about it. I'm milking on Twitter about it. We all are. But I can't help but think there's got to be a second half of the story. Like, is it possible that Book was interrupting Bud more than he cared for? Not just, hey, I don't want you saying anything at all. I just, I don't want you to interrupt me as much. Is that possible? Jeff F says Bud was never a good coach. I think it's like in between as well. I think Bud was a decent coach that got carried by Giannis. We all remember what Giannis did to us. He absolutely basically 1v5'd us. Book got hurt. Andy had Drew Holiday guarding him, so that was tough. But yeah, he had a perfectly balanced squad, and Giannis went apeshit. Bro had like back-to-back 50-point games with triple doubles and made all his free throws. It was truly his Jordan moment. Nice, Big Bat. Either way, you can message me on Twitter or Discord. Psychohawk said Giannis also became a mid-range god out of nowhere. it's all a blur, man. I don't even remember the mid-ranges that much. I just remember the donks, the driving, the bulldozing, the him getting every call, or rather never getting called for running through Torrey Craig and busting his teeth open, and running through Dario Saric 150 miles an hour and, you know, breaking his career by breaking his ACL open. And, you know, it's that one, like 2 comments up. It says Vaughn 0303. That's me on Discord. DJ says, sorry I'm late. To the chat, how about Bull? Hot take, but build around Booker and Bull this offseason. So I like that. You know, I love Bull. I'm kind of the unofficial Bull fan club president on X, and I like it, but you know, it's a little silly to think about building around Bull. I think you got to take baby steps with Bull. Like, enjoy what he's doing. Keep giving him the minutes. I would say, if need be, increase his minutes. But just keep treating him like he's a real part of the team. Keep treating him like he's not a special needs player, the way you've been treating him before. And everything else will hopefully iron itself out. Wow, Steph really hit that. Was that part of his 12 threes and 50-plus burger? Yeah, pre-rush. Saric really was. I don't want to sit here and say Dario Saric getting injured is the reason we lost, but it was a major factor. And we really never should have got rid of Saric. That's if you want to talk about Ishbia having new owner syndrome and making a bad move, here was his bad move. Here was his worst move. Maybe not worst because of how impactful it was long term, but let's just, like, as far as stupidity goes, they traded Saric away so that they could open up money to sign Terrence Ross and Darius Baisley. I think we actually did it straight up for Baisley, which is even worse because Terrence Ross used to be a big name. This was just Darius Baisley. We let Wario go before a playoff run. And if you remember correctly, go back and look at the stats. Wario was shooting his very best from 3. He was slapping threes consistently, like the best you'd ever seen Dario from 3 for like a 2-month stretch. And then we let him go for Darius Baisley, who never got to play and left in the offseason. That was just doing something to do something. And then you never brought Dario back, which was stupid as well. JV says, should have kept Monty and got rid of Ayton. I agree for at least one season. I think, but the problem with that is specifically, man, they did it in the wrong order. It's not that they did it in the wrong order. They picked Ayton, over Monty. They said, we're moving forward with Ayton. We're going to get Monty out of here because they don't get along. We're going to bring in a coach, Vogel, who's done great things with bigs in this league. And we're gonna try to fix DA. Because we've invested in him. We need to do right by him. We need to get him up and running. What's that, DA? You don't even want to be here? But we just fired a coach for you. All right, fine. We'll try to move you, even though no one wants your contract. So it was a very sticky, messy situation. You know, I guess, yeah, they should have just picked. But it's like, how do you pick Monty over Ayton when there's no trade market for Ayton, and you had to give up Kamara to get rid of Ayton. So that's why they didn't want to, probably a big reason why they didn't want to get rid of Ayton over Monty is because they're like, well, how do we even go about doing that? No one wants this contract. Nobody wants this max deal for this guy who just stood out of bounds under the rim and watched Joker get 4 offensive rebounds and 4 putback attempts in a row versus Landry Shamet type shit. All right, we're back.
What led to just what you...
They're clamping him up, and he's allowing other people to do work, and other people are doing work. Doesn't mean he's not good. Doesn't mean he's losing his talent. You know, I'm not hating these dancers' outfits. I'm not hating them. Okay? Just want to throw that out there. Now, it means something if you put a parlay on him. Then it means something. I get that. And that's why I had to stop playing parlays this season. Specifically Durant. There was I believe it was versus the Lakers. I was going to win like $400 off of like nothing, like 25, right? I needed Durant to get 9 rebounds. He had 8. He had several opportunities to get it, gave 0 effort. In fact, during a free throw, he was on the, you know, like he was lined up to rebound a free throw. He wasn't shooting. The ball came directly to him. Directly to him. He didn't put a hand up. He let it just go right over his head. As if he was doing it on purpose. After the game on Twitter, somebody was going at him about something. And he's calling them brokies and talking about how he doesn't care about your parlays and this and that. And like he's like almost like taunting people that put money on him. And it just gave me the feel that he knows and is trolling. I don't know. I had to give it up. 88-64. Suns have not, I repeat, have not had a third quarter meltdown. Now, does that mean they won't do it in the fourth? Of course not. They might. In fact, they probably will. All right? But that's all right. Just get a win. Try to soothe ourselves, soothe our souls a little bit. Because we've been so down bad lately, losing so many. What have we lost? Like 8 out of our last 9 games? I mean, it's otherworldly, folks. We need this win. The bigger the spread, the better. Yeah, I mean, they need to win by like 25, 20 at least. Kurt Ty says 50-win season still possible. LMAO. Don't fall for that. Don't actually fall for that, Kurt. Don't actually think that because you're beating the Pelicans without Zion Williamson and with no Urkel McCollum, that does not mean that the season is turned around. It just means they're getting it done versus a G League squad right now. No offense to Trey Murphy, because that dude is not a G Leaguer. That dude is growing into something that I didn't think he was going to grow into. I thought he was just going to be a 3-and-D demon. He is more than that now. Truly. Turning into one of those players that I'm going to be hoping and praying that the Suns can sign at some point. Just like Alvarado. Very healthy lead to be able to keep control of. Hey, you know, you win the game by 10 points, nobody's tripping. Maybe some people will trip in the chat, but I'm not going to trip. Just win it by 10. Win it by 15. All right? For the love of God, win it. I will say, two out of the last 3 games. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys feel like the Suns gave good maximum effort yesterday? That's an honest question. I'm not like trying to lead you into saying no or yes. Because the game versus the Grizzlies was awesome effort. Awesome effort. And I feel like you're basically getting that again tonight. Phoenix Sun Show says no, not yesterday. Luis says not on defense. Knightley says kinda. How many wins do we need to pass the Kings, says Jalen Williams. Man, Jalen, don't do that to me, bro. Don't drag me into that hole with you. All right, don't try to make me feel feelings again. It's not fair. Art needs one more rebound from Richards, bro. If he gets the minutes I think he should be getting here, he's gonna get you like 3 or 4 more rebounds. Also, what you need to know about the Kings is they have a relatively easy schedule the rest of the season, and remember, we've got the toughest. No, it's not about the math, Pito. I just don't want to start thinking in terms of whether or not we can sneak into the play-in. I've already given that up. I've already accepted that when this team plays any range now where you could comfortably take Book out, you know, I mean, maybe put Durant back out there, but I mean, realistically, no. I'm just on behalf of y'all's parlays. I hope you get him back out there. Knightley says this game's over, so yeah, I'd take him out. Yeah, I mean, it's the smart thing to do. You're not normally in this position, so it's almost, you know, foreign to think about taking him out this early, but bro, that was kind of a crazy front flip that dude did. Not going to even be a hater. Holy. Can't miss that dunk. Natalie says, don't risk injury. Saul says, we're almost there, Gabe. I know the half is boring, finally. It's boring without Sundo. You know, Sundo had to go and have a social life. Sundo had to go and have a life outside of us, which is frankly bullshit. If I'm being completely honest. I don't really remember us giving him permission to do things or have a life, but we'll give him what for when he's here on Sunday. Kurt Ty, my boy, says, I'm not trading KD. No, you're not, but Matt Ishbia is. And I got to be honest, like, I haven't said this yet because I don't want to be wrong, but my instincts are telling me that a part of KD doesn't want to leave. Like, if you were putting it at a percentage, I would almost say he's 50-50 about leaving Phoenix. I think he would stay if you came to him with the right attitude and the right level of respect. Losers, like perennial losers. We'd beat a team, you know, and it was just so exciting. We'd get to giggle and laugh and love our players and hope for the future and whatnot. Weird to be there in a reverse type way, type shit. Cool Cole says, Booker also finally realized he doesn't have to try to outscore his teammates. find other ways to help your team win. Tonight he did just that. Credit to Booker. Thanks, man. I agree. And like, I liked his defense. Bro was really contesting shots and stuff tonight. So it's weird. Weird that they would give this great of an effort for such a crappy team when normally they don't, you know, they don't ever give this effort versus any other team. So it's just weird. It's just exact opposite of last night. And it's like 2 games too late to get this win, I feel like. I don't know, maybe. Let's take a look real quick. I mean, we'll go to the stats and all of that. But I'm kind of curious, you know, you guys you make me sick talking about standings, getting me all excited, hot and bothered about the Suns making a comeback. All right, guys. We are, wow, 4.5 games behind the Kings. 4.5 games behind the Kings with how many games left? Let's see, 27 and 32 is 55. So what is that, like 20? How many more games we got? 22 games? 28 games? 26, 25, 24, 23. Stop me when I get there. I mean, that is... I know, Mona, I know. But look, if the Blazers Uprise channel can do Tankathon, we certainly can do Copathon. And that's what this is. This is a Copathon. Just don't know if we have it in us, you know. I mean, Toasty says no play-in. Nicholas says Kings, Warriors are winning. I mean, they have easier schedules. You know, looks like the Lakers are doing terrific, man. Good for them. Not really. I'm actually a hater. Anybody else falling? No, Golden State's climbing. T-Wolves ain't doing much. Hey, guys, we got a call in here from Sundo. We might be getting some sort of Sundo synopsis.
Oh, my gosh, bro. Sorry about that.
You're on the air.
I'm on the air. How'd the game go?
Yeah, you know.
What's that mean?
Well, it's like, how excited can you really be when you beat...
No. I get that. My point is, I am in such a bad shape as a fan. It wouldn't, if I would have said, hey, did we win? And you would have been like, well, we gave up. I would be like, you know what? Doesn't surprise me.
Makes sense.
Even with that team. But the fact that you said, oh, well, we won. Yeah, but how excited? Cool. We won.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean, just for hope and cope's sake, we're looking at how far out of the play-in we are. Do you know how many games?
4?
Hey, I don't know if that's not updated yet. So we're actually... Are the Kings playing right now, guys? Because that's not updated. So that means that we are 3.5 games back. Or 4 exactly games back.
Okay. I mean...
With like 20-something to play.
Look, it's going to be tough because with 20 games to play, I mean, you're going to have to go on a heck of a run while whoever's in those last spots got to basically go 500 while you basically go, you know what I mean? So, continue down this way where you're just like lose 4, win 2, it's not going to happen, you know what I mean?
And you know that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. He's been playing. and the schedule that you got coming up with the freaking Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics and the Nuggets and the Mavericks and the Timberwolves of the league, like, yeah, the way our schedule ends, like we talk about, we had the hardest strength of schedule at the beginning of the season, but if you look at the end, it's pretty brutal too. So,
Bol had 25.
Really?
In 23 minutes.
Really?
Hold on to your shorts.
But we didn't want to play him at the beginning.
Not only that,
season.
he was on pace to break his record for his career high. He needed 1 point to get a new career high of 26. And Bud didn't play him the entire fourth quarter.
Okay,
except for the last, 2.5 minutes, he let him go out there.
Time out. So you mean to tell me he did all that in 23 minutes, and that was in the first three
quarters
of the game? Now, why did Bud sit him out? Now, here's my spin on it. Did Bud sit him because he sees him as a valuable starter player now?
No, he had Durant and he had Booker in there the fourth quarter.
Oh, my gosh. I hate this man. Gosh, here's the thing. We're seeing Bol mature into a more than serviceable ball player, right? We are seeing it before our eyes.
He's not.
We wanted it. Do what?
He's not.
Yes, he is.
No, Bud's not seeing it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. So, okay, I see what you're saying. We are seeing everybody says Bol gets cooked on defense. He has figured out a way to be competent. Not the greatest, but competent at being a defender. We see him get blocks. He's there like he should be, okay? Yes, he gets pushed around the post, but as you see, they're not playing him in the post like we thought. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Him and Richards are starting to, do a little two-man game, and it's really working.
Two-man game, and it's perfect. Bro, you have size now. The only issue is right now you just have a lackluster effort on defense. You know what I mean? As a team. Imagine a lineup where I know Beal's starting, but you have Book starting, Durant starting with Dunn playing defense, and you have Bol and Kevin Durant. Oh, my gosh, bro. Or
hypothetically, it all should work.
I mean, hypothetically, it all can work. It's just Bud in rotations and the effort with the team, and something's weird, but the positives are Bol looks good, so the Suns definitely need to figure out a way to get him back.
He's showing other teams to come get him,
That too. I don't want that to happen. If we're gonna trade Kevin Durant, I'm keeping Bol, man. You know what I mean? If in this offseason, if Kevin Durant gets traded and Bol is gone, I'm gonna be upset.
Join in from playback on your phone.
I'm trying. It's wonky right now. Give me a second here, and I will do my best to hop in if it'll let me. It was acting stupid. Give me 2 minutes.
All right. That was how the Suns do a fake comeback? That was a fake I'm coming to the stream from Sundo. All right, that was Fugazi AF. Concho says exactly, Bol's going to cash in. He gone. I mean, he has to cash in.
Okay, I'm here.
There's a real man.
Okay, it's working now. So, no, I don't know if they heard me, but it's we're seeing Bol develop into a serviceable player, dropping 20+ points a game, and that's, let's be real, that's more consistent than Bradley Beal.
Don't do that.
You know what
Don't do that.
No. I'm just saying I love Bradley Beal, but Bradley Beal has the health issues. He plays third fiddle. He plays second fiddle to Book. He doesn't have the ball in his hands like that, so he doesn't. You know what I mean? He's not going to drop. But Bol's been dropping 20 points consistently.
By the way, Gillespie looked godlike because okay. But here's the thing. We basically played a G League tonight.
I don't
a
care.
G League team, and he is godlike versus G League teams. So I think that's what it
So
was. He was really
so
in his element.
Okay, so he looked how he should have looked. He needs to get the reps with the rest of this team. He could be a good serviceable point guard, and you don't have to have Tyus Jones on the team.
I didn't even tell you about the best part of the night yet.
What's the best part?
Best part of the night is they interviewed Amanda Pflugrad interviewed Bull after the game, and I didn't even notice it, but she wasn't being as towered over by Bull as you would think. And then
bending over.
They panned out and they had her up on a giant like soapbox thing. And I was like, Sundo would have loved this. Yeah.
Just adorable Pflugrad on a
It was funny, bro. Yeah.
Ooh,
your boy Bud.
Uh-oh.
Winning coach Bud.
Yeah, no, it was
Don't have a
good.
VIP,
and, you know,
so I
especially
can't
to do it early, to have a
get
first
you one
quarter
right now.
like that and really just get the separation. You know, kind of mostly able to maintain it the whole night. So I thought the guys, you know, were great to start the game. Bowl, obviously, all night was great. The ball movement, the sharing, making passes, making shots. So, you know, it was a good response, good coming out of the gate.
And with Bull, it was a new career high for him with 5 made threes. We talked to him just how he was feeling out there. But where are you seeing his level of confidence right now?
I mean, everywhere, to be honest with you, you know. But he's unique. He whenever he's played in the games, he's responded well, and he has just a way about him. He kind of just plays basketball. You know, he's got unique skills, and I think defensively he's helping us. You know, there's a rim protection. He's doing, you know, a lot of good things. It's been impressive, you know, what he's been able to do.
Coach obviously has Nick Richards, I think, second straight double-double, getting on the boards. What are you?
Yeah, bro.
Second
Richards,
straight double-double.
19 and 12.
Yeah, I mean, I think his activity, you know, every time the ball goes up on both ends, he's really hunting it down. I think some of the offensive rebounds he got again.
But then you
I thought he got one within the first possession or 2 or 3 and set a tone early. And
Nick Richards,
you know, kind
he
of
really
determined
sets
to go
tone.
and get
But then
it.
I put this white boy
you know,
junior, Derek Chauvin looking Mason Plumlee in the freaking game, and he can't do anything.
You know, so I think he's making
Basically
good progress with us.
And lastly,
No, I love Nick Richards. I want to play him all the. Oh, but wait, I got Mason Plumlee to play.
Key to that, you think?
Yeah, you know, I thought the defense. I thought Kevin really stepped up and took the challenge tonight. You know, Murphy's a guy that can score in lots of different ways, and you know, Kevin took that challenge and I think did a really, really good job. The attention to detail, all the things that were needed defensively from the whole group, but especially, you know, Kevin on Murphy. You know, I think that set a tone in the first quarter too.
Coach, when it comes to Bull having earned this opportunity we've seen recently, what were you seeing from him kind of behind
unlike
the scenes,
Mason
or what kind of
Plumlee.
prompted you to feel comfortable making that decision to give him that chance?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I think, you know, his work with really the whole coaching staff, but Skylar and Fizz, you know, he comes in with a good, you know, kind of good spirit every day. He's got he's somebody you want to be around, and you know, kept his head up, and you know, I think you know, we need to be better on the boards. We need to be better around the rim, protecting it. We need to shoot more threes, and he's a guy that has a lot of those skill sets. So you know,
like we were saying in the beginning of the season. Interesting. Before the season started. Interesting.
He earned it. So tell me what Mason Plumlee has done to earn 30 minutes a game.
In those areas.
Yeah, I mean, he's been good. I think he can be better, though. Like, you know, I'm sure we're going to show him clips, and Skylar's going to show him clips tomorrow. And, you know, I think he can just, you know, to be more fearless, to come and block shots, and, you know, just have that kind of mentality. You know, I think he can grow, but, you know, he's certainly had, you know, flashes and instances where he's been, you know, really impactful around the rim.
Really,
This is a career year for Royce, both in terms of three-point volume and you know, efficiency. I'm just curious, when you came here, is this the type of role and impact you saw him having?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I have some, memories of him playing in Utah, and it felt like, they were shooting a lot of threes as a team, and he was a part of that. And he's got a super high IQ, high motor offensively, gets in and out of stuff, and it gives you a lot defensively. But I think giving him, really just that green light, that everybody has, to be honest with you. But I think he's really
everybody
embraced that
has
we
it.
want to shoot threes, and
Oh my gosh!
the rate in which he's hitting them, is
this is your boy.
To take them
your team can't shoot threes.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, being able to snap that 3-game losing skid is huge for you guys, just to get back into rhythm. And what was the message to the players in the locker room tonight?
Yeah, what was the
No,
message?
I mean, I'm not, a huge on a big speech or anything. It was a needed win. You guys know it. We know it. It was a much needed win. We need to get ready for Sunday.
I don't think it qualifies as a much needed
win. The guys played well. I thought the defense was good. The attention to detail there was good. That's probably it. All right, thanks, guys.
To me, the night before was much needed. The night before that, even the Memphis game, that was much needed.
To me, the month of February was much needed.
Yeah.
We must have lost power because my lights turned off.
No electricity, though. Concho says, "Where's Grayson?" He was out today. He was out injured.
Laser.
Plum with a +25 says, "Boy sing." Did he really? Let me look. I don't know how he does it, dude. I don't know how Plumlee finesses the stat sheet to have such good plus minuses. I don't understand it, dude. But I did say a couple of times today, Plumlee's doing good here. I like this from Plumlee. Plumlee's definitely played much worse games than today.
It doesn't matter.
He's just so hateable, bro.
It doesn't matter. It's Mason Plumlee, and
he's getting too many minutes.
For every one game he has that's a good game, he'll give you 6 bad ones.
Yeah. I mean, we were up like crazy all game, so to be up 25 plus 25, that's not crazy to think of. Like, it was a Durant's at plus 22. What was Biol? Only a plus 4, and yet he was the best player on the court. Richard's a -4.
My new PC is expected to be here by Wednesday. New Rogan. Well, it's not really Rogan mic, but new microphone expected to be here by Tuesday. I don't know which one I'm more excited for, the mic or the PC.
I still need to order a damn Sundo 316 shirt. That's the biggest. That's the biggest fail of my life.
What?
Stone Cold.
What?
Stone Cold.
Sundo.
I ate some enchiladas.
What?
Had some margaritas.
What?
Some chimichangas.
What?
Some more enchiladas.
What?
Cold beer.
What?
Tequila shots.
What?
Some more enchiladas.
What?
He always goes back and doubles down on one of the ingredients.
More tequila, more whiskey, more vodka, and more beer.
He was so obsessed. That's the good thing about him is like his character motivation was winning the title. Like the title really meant something to him. All of them. They all did that. They all did that thing together where they all cared about the title as if it was like an NBA title.
Yeah, I mean that was back. Yeah, that's the thing that WWE is missing nowadays because they figured out ways to make stars without putting titles on them. So like the title's not exactly secondary nowadays, but it's definitely not like that as important. Like Cody Rhodes has the title. He's defending it against a bunch of people, but you also have the CM Punks and the Seth Rollins and the Roman Reigns that are all big without the title. So like people are just like, okay, cool. Title's cool, but
don't need it.
Don't need it. Exactly.
Nightly, we've got merch. We just don't promote it because I haven't been able to figure out how to link it to the YouTube channel. So it's like right there, so you can just click on it. But we have a link it should have a link in the description. And we've got Sundo 316 shirts. I designed them to be as close to the Stone Cold, Austin 316 ones. I got the same font and everything down there.
Check. What's going on with this microphone?
Yeah, we need a PC building stream, says Vision.
I didn't build the PC. It was built.
It's going to be showing up built.
Yeah, I ain't building that. Vision, you should know better. I am not that smart.
Sundo!
Vision, if you are in the Discord, I will post the specs of said PC for you. If you really want to know that bad. I'm trying to open up my PC right now and hold on. Let me see if I can't do it through my phone.
Who's our next game, man? We have I just remembered who it is. You know who we play next?
What'd you say, bro?
You know who we play next?
Nuggets.
Nope.
I know it's somebody good.
The Wimberwolves.
Yeah, I knew it was somebody good like that.
But it says Gobert's out, Randall's out, Anthony Edwards out, and Jesse Edwards. Who's Jesse Edwards? Is that Anthony Edwards' little cousin?
I have no clue who that is, bro.
So ESPN matchup predictor thinks we're going to win that game. I mean, the T-Wolves have been struggling, but not the way we've been struggling. But as of right now, it says no Ant. But whatever injury he had or has will magically, mysteriously heal up right before the game. He'll get plugged in there and he'll go off for 40 and be talking that shit to Durant and Book. So it's like, I just don't believe that shit. I bet you Randall plays. I bet you they all play. Everybody but Jesse Edwards. That's how it always is, bros. People see the Suns on the schedule and they magically get healthy. Oh, they're saying Ant's suspended because he got his 16th technical. Is he suspended for that game, or is he coming? Is that the game? Or we the game he comes back? Thank you for that info. Busy got signed by the Spurs for the rest of the season, by the way. And PJ Tucker got released by the Raptors.
Oh, really?
Would you bring in Peach?
Why not?
Who do you get rid of on this roster?
I
bring in Peach. 100%.
You'd bring in Peach, huh?
We got to do something to get the vibes right, and Peach would help the vibes.
All right. Playback.tv.
Thank you, Vision. You're right. He says, send D. Lee to the Shadow Realm.
Hey, bro.
Toasty, I would have said Plum, but that wouldn't happen. Sorry, go on.
I don't know why he's... I mean, him and Plumlee, it's the same dude. Just one shorter than the other.
Yeah.
It's like the same guy.
Beetlejuice, I think we might have missed a dono earlier, man. Seeing your name reminds me. I thought you donoed right when Sundo joined or something. Beetlejuice 199 says, fire Bud for not letting Bull hit 30 tonight. Another strike against him for sure.
That's a reasonable request.
Mm-hmm. I kind of feel bad for Bud because it's just not working out or whatever, but like he's a Suns fan from the Valley. Like I wanted it to work,
why I'll
man.
fire him, bro.
Huh?
That's why I don't think they'll fire him.
Because
of the connection, you know what I mean?
Connect D's nuts.
Look.
You know? By the way, I told the chat earlier, need to tell you, have a gooning update.
Oh, my God.
I was playing Rivals. I asked everybody in the game if anybody was gooning, and one of them said that he was jelking.
What does that even mean?
Jelking.
What in the world?
Apparently, it's a more aggressive version of gooning, and it's gooning for Giga Chads.
I don't understand the world here, bro.
It has gotten out of hands, but I might jelk. I might give jelking a try.
Is that so?
Why not? We're in a losing season. Got to fill the time. You know. We're on to the Timberwolves. Can we beat the Timberwolves with no Gobert, no Randall, and no Edwards? Bragsy says, lost by 15. No Ant-Man Nightly. Ethan, I'd love to see Jalen Bridges get out there. He kind of seems almost like a draft and stash, but a G League draft and stash where you're trying to develop him, you know. Later, Chris. Yeah, we can't talk about playoffs until we get like 2 games out. So we really need to beat the... Wait, who's right ahead of us? I already done for Gort. Kings. So let's look at what the Kings are doing right now. They are... I guess they didn't play today. Do the Kings play today, guys? I know they play tomorrow versus the Rockets in Houston. That could help us. That could help us jelk a little bit, you know. Do they update the standings yet?
Jelk.
Suns down 3 games. They lose tomorrow. That turns into 2.5. I will start talking about the play-in if we get within 2 games. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Like, ain't nobody gonna be mad if you do that.
One Royal Q says jelking is what men do who want to stretch their meat and make it bigger. Google it. Really? It's a meat stretching regimen. Well,
something, I tell you that.
Does that interest you at all, Sundo? No burner tonight,
Not at
by
all.
the way. Feels weird.
Good.
Feels real weird.
Now watch him just show up as soon as I show up. He probably been lurking, waiting for me to show up, and then he's like,
He's probably been jelking.
Sundo, weak face emoji. Freaking weirdo.
He's kind of a jelk king.
Jelk for sure. Gooning king, that's definitely it. Jerkmate ranked
King
for him, bro.
Goon.
Jerkmate ranked freaking Sundo edition for this guy.
We're on to the T-Wolves.
Didn't even know that was a thing. Jerkmate ranked.
It can't be real. It can't be.
Abe, you can't put anything past the new generation of people.
That's
bro.
true.
I just found out something about this thing called the Bop House, bro.
No.
And I just can't. I've lost hope for society, bro.
Let me try to guess what the Bop House is. Okay?
Okay, go ahead.
some sort of grouping of hoes.
Basically, but it's a bunch of girls that are on they're all TikTok creators, and they make TikToks together, and they call themselves the Bob House.
So it's like a group. So it is a group of hoes. Right?
I mean, you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong. You weren't wrong at all. Found that out by your girl, Amala Ekpunumbi, but whatever. Well, we don't want to say her name out loud.
The only Mala I like is Kamala. I mean, damn it, it's Kamala. My bad.
Your girl, Amala Ekpunumbi? Nobi?
I don't know how to say her name, but she is a doll face.
She's cool.
Let's be honest. But you're more of a... What's her face?
Where's Vision? Vision, are you still here?
You're more of a... what's her name? Brett Cooper type of dude.
I mean, Brett Cooper's cool, too. All right, Vision, this is what I got, okay? If you're here. I got a Ryzen 7 5700 with an NVIDIA RTX 4060.
Nice.
16 gigs of RAM. And I just bought more for 128.
Nice.
So we're in good shape. Though I just read something and now I got to return that RAM or give it. Actually, I'll just give it to Miss Sundo.
You gonna ram Miss Sundo?
Yes. No. That's crazy. DDR5 instead of DDR4, but her PC is DDR5, I believe. So I'll just give her the DDR5 and I'll order my own DDR4. How's this one? I thought this PC was DDR4. I can't read, or DDR5. I can't read.
They were asking you earlier if you watch SmackDown.
Not yet, so don't spoil anything for me, please, and thank you.
Who's wrestling on SmackDown? If I was to turn on SmackDown, what would I see?
I don't know.
A whole lot of nobodies.
I don't know.
With no mic talent and no attitude that don't deserve a pop from the crowd. Because that's what I fear.
Sunday, do you want PJ Tucker? Yeah, I mean, sure, why not?
I can't imagine he plays. You know? Beetlejuice said, came for the Suns commentary, stayed for the Bop House. Okay?
I hate it here.
Beetlejuice said, I stopped watching wrestling when Eddie Guerrero / Chris Benoit died. Man, those were sad. That and your boy in the ring, Owen.
Art, yes, that one was.
Vision says, I will say, though, Gabe, you're better off watching Raw / NXT over SmackDown. So, like, what's the difference? How does this work? So, SmackDown, I thought it was just like.
Okay, so Raw. So, here's the deal. NXT used to be the developmental brand, right? But NXT has gotten so good, they decided to make it. It's still a developmental brand, but they decided to go like it's now on TV now, and it's competing with. And they partner with TNA, which is why Joe Hendry was on WWE, because NXT and TNA are in a partnership together, which is why Joe Hendry goes back and forth. So that's why you're talking about your boy Joe Hendry, but that's why he's able to go back and forth, because there's a partnership between the two. But NXT actually is storyline and even in some cases wrestling better than SmackDown right now, because SmackDown.
So it's a different group of wrestlers.
Yeah. SmackDown.
That's not how it used to be, right?
Well, there used to be a draft, right? There used to be a draft. Well, no.
I'm talking
you're right,
back in the day. It was like
day,
this Thursday on
everybody,
SmackDown. It just meant we're all gonna do a show called SmackDown.
Yes,
on Thursdays we call it SmackDown.
But what happened was there was too much talent on the WWE roster whenever they bought WCW and ECW, so they had to. They did what they call a brand split. So
split these nuts.
So this set of wrestlers is on SmackDown. This set of wrestlers is on Raw. There was a draft, and they go back and forth, and yada 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 yada. And so, anyway, so right now Raw is on Netflix. They basically stacked that roster because they don't want Netflix to be mad. And then they did the dumb thing by moving SmackDown to 3 hours on USA Network.
Before we lose anyone else, I feel like anyone here likes wrestling. So we have a wrestling after Nick Richards. We have a wrestling question for you guys.
For you guys in a first quarter, with
I do at least. Let's listen to old beautiful Nick Richards.
I think it's just getting as many threes up as possible, playing through the pocket. Me finding guys in the corner.
Beautiful Nicholas Richards, bro.
I think booking.
He's got better hair than my entire ancestry ever had.
I think that just lets us having 40.
Yeah, just focusing in on Bull. What was he able to give you guys, especially from beyond the arc? New career high for him with 5 3-pointers.
I mean, everything. Bull, for his height, he could shoot it, handle it, pass it, has great touch around the rim, has great feel. So I think, Bull was just doing everything. Passing it, making the right reads, making the right decisions. He just did everything.
Nick, what's been your biggest in-game adjustments maybe over the last 4 or 5 games?
Biggest in-game? Definitely trying to play more out of the pocket, trying to find the weak side. Also, just slowing down, not trying to go 1-on-4 at the rim with everybody down there, trying to make the smart play. I think that's just been the biggest adjustment.
And then obviously you guys are in a stretch where trying to get out of a rut.
Why is he holding the mic like he's
about
to start rapping? He's such a pimp. He can do whatever he wants.
I was about to say, bro, look at how he's holding the microphone. Like,
no, we needed this win. I think
we're just fawning over it.
Could have said we should have got one last night, but that was in the past. We just got to keep stacking, take it one game at a time, and I think that we'd be in a great place.
You mentioned working out of that short pocket there. What goes into you've looked more comfortable in that role recently. What kind of goes into that? Is it figuring out where your new teammates are going to be, or is it just kind of an individual skill that you're working on?
I think it's just me slowing down. That's ultimately it. Watching film with my position coach, I was trying to go 1-on-4 with guys at the rim. So I think that means just slowing down, finding the guys on the weak side, or finding the guys that are just open on the 3-point line. It's going to help us.
I think it was Book that found you for a pair of lobs tonight. Does it feel like you guys are starting to build that pick and roll chemistry, especially when it comes to the vertical threat that you provide?
For sure. We talk about it every single day. We talk about it in practice, talk about it in games. I think it's just more of him, trusting, and me just being more of a, just looking for it. But I think that, I think it's something that we're just going to try to build on. He feels good throwing it. I feel I'm looking for it every now and then. I think it's just something just keep on we're just going to have to work on.
Nick, you hit a couple of mid-range jumpers tonight. Would you say that comes from the comfort of being here for about 2 months, or just taking what the defense gives you?
Just taking what the defense gives me. I practiced that shot 1,000 times. And then I got guys on my team, just encouraging me to be more aggressive, take those shots whenever I'm open. It's a shot I can make. It's a shot I believe I can make. It's a shot on everybody on this. Every single one of my teammates believe I can make. So, you know, just gotta keep shooting them.
How does matching up with a player as athletic and scrappy as him push you to be better yourself?
I mean, you know, he's a rookie, right? So,
Bro,
I think he
Missy
has a
was
really bright
going
future.
crazy. If
Over
that's
time, he's just gonna
Missy,
keep getting better and
oh
better.
my gosh.
He has a great motor, great energy. He's not scared. So I think, you know, over time he's gonna be really, really, really good in this league.
All right. So, for those of you that enjoy wrestling, hypothetically, if me and Sundo do a wrestling channel, what type of content would you want? What would we do? What would it look like? What would you be showing up to watch? Other than random yakety yak about wrestling. Trying to visualize and conceptualize what that would even be. Because Sundo wants to do it. I do want to do it. Okay, Concho says Sundo in a singlet. That's obvious. That's day one shit. By the way, I think we missed a Roy Dono. Roy says, did we win? Also, who played well? Bull's the main story. He went off. And Nick Richards had a big game too. Book and Durant didn't really have to do much scoring at all. Truly. They got their buckets late, but it wasn't needed. Gillespie looked delicious. I'd like to gobble him up. You know? It was a good game. It was exactly how your team is supposed to play. We should have 10 plus wins this season exactly like it. You're playing a team down on their luck without their players. You beat the brakes off. That's what we should have done every time this season. We finally did it tonight. I don't know what got in him to make him do it. Maybe the shame of losing to him. Vision says live watch-alongs. Reacting to old wrestling content. Video games. Weekly updates on wrestling. Video updates. Mala says a video should Ish Wainwright be a WEE superstar. I definitely think he could transition, dude. If anybody from the NBA could, it'd be Ish Wainwright. Kama says, but start off with both your top 5 personal favorite wrestlers and matches and why. Those are good videos, you know? Those could be good videos. I think, for me, the wrestling I like to watch the promos and the matches that get set up from those promos. So I like to see shit getting set up, them setting up a big match for like a month away. And so all the shit talking that goes back and forth on the microphones leading up to them actually fighting. And all the like messing with each other's matches along the way and building up drama and then the match itself. That's what I like about going through wrestling stuff.
Oh, Elimination Chamber is tomorrow.
What time?
That's a good question.
Because we could stream it. You know?
Canada, I'm pretty sure it's going to be 6 p.m. Central Time.
Best promos, that's a video. 6 p.m. Central? Damn it, bro. Like right when I'm at work. Maybe I get lucky and I don't have anything tomorrow.
I'll just create the channel.
Well,
what would we call said channel?
Suns Valley Wrestling. You know? Which doesn't make much sense.
It makes perfect sense. You don't need it to make sense. It's a brand.
Maybe like
now.
Valley Wrestling Pods. You don't need Suns in it. You don't need Suns in it.
We own I'm pretty sure there's already Ohio Valley Wrestling, OVW. So I mean, SVW wouldn't be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can have like SVP and SVW.
You know what I'm saying? Like Wrestling Valley Podcast.
Wainwright Wrestling Federation.
WWF. I'm gonna try to figure out what kind of RAM my wife needs. Take that how you will.
Because you're gonna do it both ways.
Both.
Roy says, make me part of the channel. LOL. Don't be LOLing around here.
LOL and us, and also, sir. Okay. Only if you show up in the freaking turtleneck with the fanny pack.
Maybe shirtless with a fanny pack. You know?
This is how down bad we are as Suns fans, where all the people in the chat are like, well, the majority of the loyalists. We have, some people are here, but the people that are still here are basically the loyalists. Like, they're like, start a wrestling podcast, please.
Give us something. Yeah.
Oh man.
It's the idea's growing on me. The issue is it's a lot of work, and guess who will be doing the manual labor?
Look.
Okay.
You need me to figure it out. Now that I have a new PC, I can figure it out. My issue is I can edit some wrestling videos. You know what I'm saying? I can definitely do the wrestling stuff. To be fair.
I mean, I wouldn't even mind literally just doing shit like straight up showing.
Look at some of the wrestling, like kicking it with Ross. Like, he doesn't do a whole lot of production. He literally just opens up OBS, records, and has the scenes there, and then he just uploads it. He doesn't edit like we do.
That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be that hard to edit. It probably wouldn't.
If we do like some deep dive stuff, like the one time, then there will be some edits. But like for the most part, like when we're streaming and talking topics, your predictions for the Elimination Chamber.
Also, I do think we could segue into live streaming events.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Live stream the events, and then we can talk about predictions. And then as you're going through the classic stuff, that really gets clicks. People like wrestling fans love.
I'm saying, I'm not even like that into wrestling, and I fucking love it.
So I mean, a lot of that'll definitely help. Like my first time watching Raw in 2002. You know what I mean? Like you can brand it that way.
We gotta cut Romp out. All right.
Romp was never in this to begin with. What
exactly. All right, man. We're on
to the Timberwolves.
To the T-Wolves.
On is that Sunday? Or
we're on to the Elimination Chamber.
We get some break before that, right?
Yeah.
Tuesday, huh?
That would be fun, Blop. We need to just start our own wrestling company. Where it's us wrestling versus like Roy and stuff, Why can't we be billionaires and have the kind of money to fund shit like that?
Because you're fired.
You're fired.
Shut up.
Shut up. I hate that chant. What? Would you stop saying that word? Knows it's just going to get him to say it more. Doesn't care. Loves the pop. All right? He's all about the heat. So good.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon love.
What does he say?
when he's impersonating when Triple H is impersonating Vince McMahon. And he's like,
yeah.
I'll even do an Asian.
Bro, what was that, dude? I was watching like a trial, like a Stone Cold trial, where Vince McMahon was the judge, and Chris Masters, the masterpiece, was the bailiff, and he was shirtless. Do you remember that?
I vaguely.
Oh man, they had some dude who was the freaky shtick wrestler. Like, he had this shtick that was so extreme, bro. He was like dressed up like he was like from some uncontacted African tribe, and bro had worms hanging out of his nose. What was that?
You talking about the Boogeyman?
Probably. Sounds like that was his name. What the hell was that?
I don't know, but that's Vince McMahon. That's Vince McMahon for you, bro. He freaking Boogeyman, bro. Boogeyman didn't even really do anything
except have worms hang out of his nose.
Except for like bothering Booker T's wife, Charmel, bro.
He was probably a character to scare kids, you know?
He was a character to give Vince McMahon a laugh. That's really what it was. Vince McMahon used to always do that, bro. That's why he was, just weird.
He bit a chick's mole off
and made some guacamole.
Not everything Vince could touched could turn to gold, but close to it. All right, everybody. We got to win. We got to win. You know what that means.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more.
Hey, I
like
no
women.
More. Wins.
I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will not miss three. I will love a woman. Now listen to what y'all praise God with him.
See you guys for the Minnesota game. Or we gonna win again.
Suns win. Suns win.